What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So, I think I have come up with a semi-solution for some display issues I know I'm going to be facing here in the near future. First off, we did end up buying the Blitzway endoskeleton arm chip. You guys know I had this Sideshow like HCG one. It was kind of like a damaged version as well. It had like some battery acid leakage. I kind of fixed it, but I sold it a while ago. However, I've always kind of slightly regretted selling it just because I really do like it. It's like the best Terminator prop per se. And you guys know I love props. And I kind of sold it because I had this life size and I'm like, oh, well, I have an endo arm right there. But it really is quite a bit different. And I decided to go with the Blitzaway one. The only downside of the Blitzaway one is it doesn't have a lighting system, like a blue light inside where the Sideshow did. However, it does have the mechanical aspect where the arm, like moves like this. And then, of course, it has the brain chip with a light up. And that brain chip is really cool because I've always loved that. So I got it through Hannah Lee, who this is one of my earlier, I did buy the Batman Armory through her. It's not ready to ship just yet, but this will be my first statue from her. So I'm hoping things go really smoothly. She gave me a pretty good price, and she said she'd ship it tomorrow, which sounds awesome. So the plan is, I'm sure you're questioning, where are you going to put it? So ever since I saw that image of Prime 1's Arnold and T1000 with the Blitzway in between, I loved that look. That's the plan. So right now, as you can see, I couldn't fit it right here. But Sarah Connor has a massive base. The Prime 1 Arnold and T1000 are not very big. They're about the size of just that base, which, as you can see, I could technically scoot it over 3 inches. But they also do have like mini busts, which I'll probably display in front to the left, like right there and there. But the endo arm isn't a big space hog. I'm going to just place it right in the middle. The endo arm and then the chip right in front of it. So that's more or less the plan. I could even boost up the endo arm so the chip is in front, but the endo arm's like on a riser, an acrylic riser. Nevertheless, I wanted to get it. I've always wanted it, and we finally got it. So, yeah. Now, in terms of like some space things, so I had saw that Ant from PCS, the owner, had posted that most likely they're going to be doing a 1/3 pinhead. And you guys know I want that, because he is definitely one of the quintessential horror characters for me. I like the movies. I like the character. I think he looks super cool. And he's definitely the one character that I do not have right now. Any other horror character, I'm good. Don't need him. Like, I don't need Art the Clown. Frankly, I hated the last Terrifier movie. I thought it was horrible. Number 3, garbage. But yeah, I don't need him. I'd like Saw, and I would go for the like life-size version on the bike, the little clown. But I just simply do not have space for that. I wouldn't mind that. But definitely Pinhead. And the best spot to put Pinhead is going to be where Pumpkinhead's at. Like having the 2 newer PCSs together. And then I'd actually remove that and get a shadow box of the cube from Hellraiser and do that. I think that would work great. Now, Pumpkinhead, I still want to have a Pumpkinhead, and the best space for him would be right here. And I could upgrade it to the 1/3 Pumpkinhead, or just keep that one, because next to the Fawn, which, I don't know, the Fawn always kind of feels like a slightly smaller 1/3, but I used to pair them together, and I always liked that. But if we could do Pumpkinhead there, and then next to it, just throw the 1/3 Silent Hill Nurse. So the Silent Hill Nurse is only 24 inches tall, so shorter than him, and I think they could probably pair pretty good. And then the Silent Hill Nurse also is more towards the video game room as well. So I think we definitely, in the near year or so, are going to have to eventually sell those 2. So if anyone's interested in Cyclops and Anubis, then hit me up. And I think we could probably get away with just selling Anubis as well and keeping Cyclops. But ideally, if we could, let's sell them both. So if anyone's interested, hit me up. Anubis, Cyclops, I'll sell them at a really good price. Just message me, we'll work something out. So yeah, we should get rid of them. I've always contemplated the idea of what if I expanded Terminator right here. The only reason is you could do the Queen Studios Arnold bust right there. You could buy endoskeleton bust and Sarah Connor bust, and then move this Arnold and Liquid T1000 right there. Do Sarah Connor bust and statue, endo bust and statue and arm. Like, that would be really cool, but moving horror, the only spot is to go there, which means downsizing AVP. To downsize AVP, you would have to get rid of XM Alien, XM Predator, and one Jungle Hunter bust. That's the only way to get around that. And the best way to do the Jungle Hunter display is like this, just without the gap. You, in essence, move this over. And if anything, well, actually, you'd move that over and do Wolf 1/3 on the glass shelf, Wolf bust down low, because that would be sold. And that would be sold, and then you free this up. The question begs, would it be worth it to get a Sarah Connor bust, which, let's be honest, it's not good at all. XMs are way better. Endo bust, not necessarily needed. The big thing would be the Arnold bust, but is an Arnold bust superior to XM Alien, XM Predator, and a Predator bust? I mean, I'm going to say no, but it was just a random thought of mine the other day. So I always have random thoughts, and sometimes I just tell you guys about them. Not necessarily like it's going to come to fruition. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they really do. But that one definitely won't. Just because I'm trading out 2 Predator busts to 1 to get 2 Arnold busts. Leon Kennedy is officially pre-ordered, by the way. Same with Superman. Both are officially pre-ordered, coming home. Super excited. So I do think we are going to be moving forward with doing video game 1/3 Kratos, Wukong, Stellar Blade in the main room, in that middle display. Having those 3 together. And then also Wukong bust. You do that in there as well, like kind of behind them. And then here you'll do Resident Evil. Final Fantasy VII still kind of like, I think we may need to just, maybe even just sell Gears of War, Neo, and maybe even Laura. And that way we could just stick to Prime 1. Because those are, I mean, technically Halo's also not Prime 1. But I could never get rid of Halo. But I could see myself parting ways with Neo, Gears of War, and probably Laura. That would allow me to put those 2 over here and have that, for example, as Final Fantasy. Because we do need an entire garage shelf for Final Fantasy. That is one way we could do it. Because I really want to avoid selling MK. I really like how this display looks. It just really works really good. Even though I know, like, yeah, that Liu Kang's not nearly as impressive as that Laura. But I really like the look of this display. Who knows? I still may end up selling MK quarter scale. What I need to do, honestly, before I sell any video game statues, I need to try the 1/3 here and just move out the quarter scale. I only need to move those out, which is easy. And then, in essence, move the girls and reptile down low, Goro over, Scorpion over, see how it looks. You would move this in the middle and have the Scorpion poster there. Probably get rid of both those posters, and that could be moved either there or underneath. But I'd have to see how it looks. And, would I be happy with just this as the MK display, all 1/3, and then this would be video game statues? I got to figure that out. Because then, of course, if I did make this video game statues, you could do Wukong bust, Wukong 1/3, Kratos 1/3, down low, do J&D Stellar Blade, and so forth. I kind of convert this to 1/3 video game. Since this would be all 1/3 MK, just make it 1/3 in life size right here for video games. So we stick to just 1/3 and left size. Kratos has top shelf only. Wukong bust is top shelf only. And if you're doing Wukong bust up top, you got to put his 1/3. So, yeah, I will try. I will say, before we make any major changes, we will definitely try it to see how it looks. Sometimes you just have to try something. Because I will say, there's been times in the past where I have tried something with an idea, thinking, okay, if I sell this and this, I can do this. And then when I tried it out, I was like, nope, not going to work. That is a no bueno. And I'm glad I tried it out first before I sold it. Other times you truly just got to Photoshop it and then measure it and then, all right, this works. Let's do it. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.